Right. Hello. Don't ask. Hi, Rhett. Now don't fuck this one up. Yeah, I just literally, I had to do the old task manager trick, or as I like to call it, bring out the GIMP. They should rename the task manager function on a computer just the "oh fuck this shit." That's literally what it's for. Yeah. Yeah, it's at the point where you're, where task manager comes up and you click on it and then that freezes. That's the point when you're like, yeah, I might need to clear up some space. I might need to do a sort of, run a scan. Anyway. You say it wasn't worth it, but you didn't see it, man. You don't know. You don't understand. Well, task manager is the last resort right before going, oh fuck it, just like turn it off. I know you're not supposed to, but you get to a point when you're like, oh fuck it, just shut it down. Unplug everything. Hey Jay. Right. Yeah, it's a bit melodramatic, Rhett. I mean, it's The difference with Terry Schiavo is, you know, once you sort of unplugged, you know, your dying loved one, you can't just sort of press on again and then they just... Yeah. Yeah, where's that science, so-called scientist? Where's the reboot option? You know, why do people have to die right away? Why can't you turn them off and on again a couple of times? I hate it when your computer fucking says, you know, oh, you must be the administrator to use this. I'm like, what do you mean must be? I'm literally the only person who's ever used this computer. Elon Musk is, oh, fucking brilliant. That's great news. Terrific. Yeah, full reboot and memory wipe, you know. Just start all over again. He's fun. I don't give a shit what he's, you know. He's also trying to invent a train that takes you to Mars in 12 minutes, you know. A flying car and loads of other fucking fanciful bollocks we don't fucking actually need. He's not nuts though, really, is he? Yeah, not really. I mean, he's not like nuts. He's not like proper. Well, no, admins, you know, are always a... That wasn't nutty. That was just fucking being a cunt. You know, that's not what I would call nutty. That's just him being a piece of shit. Yeah, Howard Hughes nutty. Yeah. Like nutty in a way that's kind of, you know, that's quirky, sympathetic, and charming, and it almost, you know. Could he rewrite all the laws? Well, no, he can't just rewrite all the laws in the UK. Do you understand how, like, government works, PC Mo? He doesn't need a majority. He's in power now. You can't just rewrite the fucking laws, you know. Sleep time. Alright, sleep is it? Right, I'll get you. I understand. Could he just rewrite all the laws? Have a day off, Trigger. Right. Well, I mean, you know, in positive news, I finally got that website open. So I could actually, hold on, let's clear some space here. Just the 8 of us, or the 9 of us. That would be awesome. You want to get some fucking views? I've got to set my beard on fire. Yeah. If we get 200, if you can get 250 people in here at once, I will set my beard on fire. Unplug that. Right. Oh no. Bollocks. Okay. See, my selfie stick is too fucking long. God. Isn't it always the way, hey fellas? You know. Cunt. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, mouse is all tangled up in the pissing fucking bastard shitting wanking fucking cunting wank fuck you piece of shit. You wouldn't believe I've been doing this for fucking nearly 11 and a half years, would you? Yeah. I mean, like, literally 11 and a half years. Like, this is... I mean, that's like, you know, that's beyond veteran status, you know what I mean? Right. But I think, PCMO, fuck off. I don't even care what you're talking about, right? What? I think he would pull votes by being a hardline. What's that got to do with anything? That's not what you said. He's being a hardliner now. He's about to shut down Parliament just to get a no-deal Brexit. How much more hardline do you fucking want? Stop talking crap, would you? Now, the website, by the way, that I was going to look at is called conservativerightwingnews.com. Now, so, and to its credit, that URL really doesn't do, you've probably got some vague idea. Whatever you're thinking right now is wrong. You're going to blow up Brexit, but you're not, are you? You know, and you can't blow up Brexit. That's not a thing. It's not creative, but that's the thing. You know, it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security. You know, and as you know, if you've followed my racist website Safari Hunt and my other sort of videos looking at these websites, you'll know that the overriding theme of of these websites is how badly designed they all are. So let's, and this is, but now that is the headline. That is everything. Now what you've got here, that's the fucking banner there for the website. But this is all the menu. PCMO, would you shut up and actually fucking pay attention? Could you keep up with what I'm actually doing? Right? Can you live in the moment? Yes, but N-word mania, I've never actually covered N-word mania. I've only ever spoken about it. Yeah. Nice monitor. Oh, fuck off. What does that even mean? Right. Yeah, it's flat, innit? You know, proper flattened, like oblong shaped, which is like. Yeah. But here's the thing, right? So you got this is the entire menu here. He's rather than put it in like have like a little button you press and all of the sub sections come up. He's literally just put every option. Now this is just by one geezer, right? Conservative right-wing news. I don't know why there's a comma there. True conservative news, the truth in conservative news. That is literally what it says. He's not a strong writer. I mean, he's literally used the word conservative and news and true like 8 times in. So he's not, the geezer's not a strong right. That's him there. Right, and his name is Jeffrey Friedberg, which I suspect might be a fake name. Now, these are your options, right? Conservatives, you know, at least he's got one. Conservative homepage, about the Conservative, contact the Conservative, news views banned. They're so banned that apparently you're allowed to publish them on a fucking WordPress account. Islam, Muslim Jihad News Watch. This is a great one. Food, health and cannabis for conservatives. Food, health and cannabis. Like, no space between that. Misspelt cannabis. For conservatives, right? Right, hold on. Then we've got American Thinker and Other Sources, Guns and Knives. Obviously, that's how old this geezer is. You know, last time this cunt saw a knife was in West Side Story. Israeli Jewish Archaeology and Palestine. Your right-wing conservative article submissions. Yes, he accepts submissions. Dan Greenfield. Yes, the Dan Greenfield. You know, the very same. Him of, you know, that guy. You know, Dan Green, the Dan. Yeah, I know. No, seriously. Dan fucking Greenfield, bitch. Why does Donald Trump bother? That might be, you know, the one sort of the most agreeable fucking thing the most common ground I think he and I will ever share. Israel United, or Tottenham as they're called. Today's conservative right-wing headlines and news. The left's obstruction of qualified Trump nominees is yet another front in the war against the president. That is one category. That is just one page. Like, that's the title. American Thinker articles. So you've got American Thinker and Other Sources and American Thinker by Jeffrey A. Friedberg. And then News Continued. Then Watcher of Weasels articles. And then you've got a link to an Amazon page, because this guy is actually an author. Yes, 8 thriller books by this site's author. And he says this site's author as if it's not him that's written that. Like, he writes it in a way that, you know, like he's got someone who runs this fucking thing, you know. So let's just look at the, right away, Richard Spencer. No, sorry, Robert Spencer, sorry. So it's easy to get him confused, you know. Now, look at this. Look at this. This is a title. That is one article. He puts, they're not even articles, those are tabs. He puts the tabs above the article title. Jihad Watch Muslim Sharia Islam articles. Isn't that just, you know... By the great Robert Spencer. Not just Robert Spencer, the great Robert Spencer. Crimes Without Consequence, the Clinton-Comey Amendment. Watch, Antifa terrorist attempts to stab Marine veteran during last weekend's Portland rampage. Mandate acceptance of transgender... Okay, now why has he put transgender in air quotes, but not... Shouldn't women But he's not even being bigoted correctly. He's not even being bigoted in the right way. He's like, what did real women fight for? Probably lots of things that you stood against, Sunbeam. You know, Democrats, progressives, liberals, and how they will cease to exist. So that might be quite relevant to us, you know. Why, how, and when leftists will steal the election. So apparently we're going to cease to exist, but we're also going to steal the election. The fighting dramatically escalates as both sides prepare for final war between Israel and Iran. The final war. Right? Boy, I wonder who's going to win that one. Amazon should not control the military cloud. Now, I'm not sure whether he means cloud as in the internet or cloud as in... Is it wise, Firemoth, to assume anything about what this guy means? Or isn't it best to just, you know, wait and see? Right? Stop trying to sort of assign any form of like logic or reason to this before you've actually read this. I've seen this website. An honest discussion about race in America by Lloyd Marcus, the unhyphenated American. What kind of fucking title is that? My God, look at this. This is the same photo they've been using since 2007. Jihad Watch, Muslims, Jews, USA, Sharia, and Trump. I just want to point out, all these articles have got no comments on them. Like no comments, no comments, no comments. Why the New York Times is unreformable and must die. No comments, no comments. Let's go down until we find one article. Because I guarantee you, I actually haven't checked this. I guarantee you, this fucking arsehole has not. This will go on forever. This fucking. This isn't one of those ones where you click onto the next page. This will go on forever. Why hasn't the History Channel shut down? That's actually not a bad question. Oh, one comment. What was behind PM Netanyahu's vacillation? Should we or shouldn't we allow Islamist Representative Omar and Taib, BDSers entry? More than meets the eye. Commentary by Adina Kuntanicki. That's just all over the fucking gaff, innit, that one? A lie told often becomes the truth. Lenin, yeah. Or Hermann Goering, you know. I'm sure Lenin probably didn't even say that, you know. I know he definitely said, "Lorks a lordy, my bottom's on fire." Yeah. The Exodus biblical conspiracy explained without a godless mass media filter. Finally. Why the worldwide left is so opposed to Donald Trump? Well, surely it's because they're left wing. Isn't that the answer? Haven't you kind of answered that question within the title? I mean, why wouldn't the left? I mean, it makes literally no fucking sense. You know, that's like saying, why is the left opposed to the right? Because that's literally how directions work. Well, that's a nice fucking image, isn't it? Ugh. What happened to Jeffrey Epstein? Can the Democrat Party govern America? I don't know. They've never had a chance, have they? Again, no comments, no comments. We've had one comment so far. We've gone back nearly an entire month. Now, if you had a blog and you posted, like, and you posted 3 or 4 articles every fucking day on it, right, for several years, and you got one comment in an entire month, right, wouldn't you just kill yourself, you know? Who the fuck even is this so-called Hollywood guy? That's Dave Bautista. So-called Hollywood guy. Dude, he's had 8 books. He has done. This is his best effort, you know. Mickey Rooney was one of the greatest talents who ever lived. Yeah, and do you know why he thinks that? It's purely because of the character, the Asian character he played in Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's it. That's the only fucking reason. Because he knows that you wouldn't get away with that today. Oh look, he's got a review of Jurassic World. That's it. In between all of this bollocks. I bet the cunt liked it as well. I bet he thought it was brilliant. The wacko leftist musket argument. Now, I have to be honest, has anyone here heard this wacko leftist musket argument? That old fucking cliche. Jeffrey Epstein dead. What happens now? Well, I'm guessing he starts to decompose, really. There is no way to beat the Democrats at politics. Just to recap, the Democrats have, you know, in the last, you know, this is the Democrats who lost every branch of government, like 3 years ago. You know, everything, right? There's no way to beat them. Bearing in mind, again, this is, you know, in a couple of weeks there's an article saying how the left and progressives will eventually cease to exist. The Democratic Party does not care about the economy. It does not care about America, and it does not care about you. It cares only about winning elections. Yes, but how does that, like, in order for it to do that, doesn't it have to, like, do some of those, at least pretend to do some of those things? Yeah. By the way, we're barely halfway down the page. There's the fucking, right, there's the little, and I guarantee you, when I get to the bottom, this fucking thing, actually, let's just go now. I guarantee, hold on, there you go, bang. Yeah, see, immediately, yeah, it's jumping up as I fucking scroll down. This will go on forever. I don't know how much this is posted on, but this will never end. Oh. So, any fucking preference as to what we look at first? I think we can go. And all of that only takes us down to the end of June. That's 2 months. And there's like 3 oh, there's a fucking article here with 5 comments. That must have been a hectic day for the cunt. Yeah. No, this isn't Russian algorithmic. This is like gibbering mental case generated news. You know, an algorithm would be, only a human being could fucking. I could probably write an algorithm, like without even learning how to code, that would be fucking. That would still be more coherent than this. Right, so let's look at let's just learn about the guy. Let's go on the About the Conservative page. Hold on, my computer's got to go to a different page, so it's got to. Don't hassle it. I do hate holding this fucking thing. Right, okay. Actually, if I put this fucking... Actually, if I put it like... If I lay this down and then... Aha! There we go. UK has gun control. Yeah, we don't have... Yeah, no guns, mate, is what we have. See, we had one massacre in the early 90s. And... the Conservative government at the time decided, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I think America's beyond that. There's just too many. It's I honestly don't think banning them is even possible, so because there's just too many, No, it was to do with Dunblane. Trust me, mate, I was alive at the time. I remember, I was, I remember, Right, can I fucking get this? Now, right. There we go. Right. That just happened to coincide with. Oh, well, dude, whatever. If you were, I'm not going to argue with you. It doesn't matter. Okay, now I like that picture. How long ago? Okay, now this is the channel. This is his photo in the website icon, and this is the picture. I mean, that says it all, really. Amazon Kindle and paperbacks. Ooh, paperbacks. Let's go to his fucking Amazon. Let's read the reviews, and by the reviews I mean the shit ones. Red, White and Dead, yeah. By Jeffrey A. Friedberg or Friedberg. Here we are. Yeah. See now that picture there, that looks nothing like the other two either. This cunt looks different in every fucking... Kindle edition, $2.99. Yeah, but I'm not going to give Brett Keane any attention, Firemoth, and neither should you or anyone. Stop talking about Brett Keane. Move on. Okay, this one, which was released in 2010, has literally no reviews. Like, nobody, either nobody's bought it or nobody fucking could be asked to... Okay, alright, okay, this has got 6 5-star reviews and 1 1-star review. I know what side my bread's buttered on. Right. How anyone can say that this is a great book is beyond me. I forced myself to finish it so I could leave a fair review, hoping that it would get better. When the spelling and grammar weren't driving me nuts, the storyline was frustrating me. Looking at the author's background, I had hoped that some startling facts would border on the possibility of giving the reader something to think about. Maybe it is all possible, secrets that only Jeffrey is privy to. Maybe we just don't know it yet, and Jeffrey is trying to prepare us for the great changes in our future. Maybe this whole world is going to go berserk in 2012. 2012, which just for the full disclosure was 7.5 years ago. If that's the case, then Jeffrey could have done a much better job of convincing his readers. There is nothing in this book that would make me want to read the next 3. Fucking hell. Let's look at the fake positive reviews that he probably wrote himself. Book was exactly as described. Right, that's not necessarily a good thing. Very fast shipping. Okay, how shit does a book, how desperate are you, must you be to write a positive review if that is the second thing? Very fast shipping. If you've got 3 things you can say about a book that are positive, and 2 of them have got fuck all to do with the book, but they're just complimenting Amazon's fucking, the postal service and the price. Great read, a page turner. Isn't every book a page turner? I mean, you can't read a book unless you literally turn the page. I mean, every book by definition. It is impossible to add to the great reviews already posted. Well then, why have you? Awesome read. That is true, Liam. Good observation. I never... See, that's why I like you, Liam. You raise the actual, you actually, add something to this chat. awesome read, a cracking read. Now, how many of those were written by himself or his family or sock accounts? You know. Okay, so that was Black Road. This one was it. This one's from this one is from 2015. The Secret. No, and this one's got no fucking reviews either. That's 4 years old. The Lost Relic of the Gods, Book 2 of 2. Answering all the questions you had left over from book 1. Right, this has got 11 reviews. Let's check out the honest ones. Don't be tempted to buy this book. Not an issue, my friend. Scam title. This is a scam title. It's not book 2. It is the last half of the original book, reprinted and marketed as book 2. That is brilliant. You know, well, in all fairness, Liam, if you sold, we don't know how many copies of this book he sold, and based on the time and effort he's put into it, he probably has to sell them for $800 just to still make it, and he'll still at a loss. Even if he sold every copy that he's actually legitimately sold for $800, he'd still only have about $10. Even the $1.67 for the Kindle book is a fraud. Amazon's warning that I had previously purchased it did not appear until after it was downloaded. That is brilliant. I mean, that is shameless. That is shameless grifting on a level. The Amazing Atheist would be fucking well proud of this guy. Now let's read the dishonest reviews. Let's read the 5-star. Yeah. Great book and a author that answers questions. This is great. Look at the top one. 1-star rating. Am I missing something? This book is a reprint of book 1 with a different cover. The author contacted me on this matter and explained to my satisfaction what happened. This problem is also answered in another chat session that I did not see till after I made a 1-star review, or would not have given the first review score. I have all the books in this series and have it. Right, you notice he doesn't actually explain what. So how the what? So he sold you the same book you've already got, and then he contacted you, and you felt there was a good enough explanation. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is him. At this point, I just want my readers to have fun, maybe a few laughs, and maybe some escape. Yeah, very rare for an author to want his readers to enjoy his books. Yeah, it's just them fucking sitting. It's just Jeffrey talking to himself. Let's be perfectly fucking honest. Yeah, that is quite worrying, isn't it? There's more comments on these than his actual blog. Well, that's because these are all him. Let's be honest. I mean, does this sound like a real name? Marilyn S. Hope. D.B. Dean. Tom R. You notice there's always a single letter. See, Loca to Tango, that might not be him. Web Genie. This was a rip-roaring humdinger of a read. Both books are seamlessly separate but work together. What does that even mean? Both books are seamlessly separate but work together. Yeah, that's like, that's the point of a series, isn't it? I couldn't put these two books down. What? Both of them? How did you? Yeah, because he probably glued the fucking things to his hand. A must-read for thriller fans of all stripes. 5 out of 5 stars. I'd give it more if I could. See, I want you to bear this in mind. In every general election, this guy's vote counts the same as yours. Right? These people are allowed. These people, when they vote in an election, it counts the same as yours. Dark thrilling with a dash of oh my. George Takei's in it. Lost Relic of the Gods, book 1 of 2. Okay, so this is the... Okay, this is book 1, which is basically the same as book 2. And it's somehow got a lower rating. Oh, fucking hell. 33%. 1/3 of the reviews are 1 star. This should be... Worse Than Bad by J.R. Hartley. This is what happens when you believe reviews. You buy a bad book. The lesson of the moral of the story is don't believe anything ever. Yeah, all right, Fimov, just get over it. You know what I was saying. You don't have to go on get on your soapbox. Don't Bother With It by A. Mello. Dale Belcher. God, this is bleak. This is a bleak review. Sold in the action thriller category, it is more sci-fi / fantasy. I actually finished it waiting to find something I liked. I never did. Overpriced at $1.99. I cannot understand how anyone who has read this book can give it more than 1 star. Well, you, madam, you, my dear, do not understand your fellow countrymen. You have too much fucking faith in the human race. Annoying frustration. Overpaid the $1.99 Kindle price. Now, a book has to be spectacularly shite to not be for people to be pissed off at paying $1.99. Most of us could shit out something that people would go, $1.99, whatever, horribly boring, too weird for me. Caps lock. And then all the rest of his books have got, oh no, this one's got, all of them, all the rest have all got fucking Red, White and Dead, The Jewish Connection. I wonder if this is anything like The French Connection. Dreadful. Theatre depends on a concept called willing suspension of disbelief. The audience must accept the actors on stage as the characters they purport to be, and not just some weirdos wearing heavy makeup, wigs and funny clothes. This book fails on that score from the very first page. Sniping with, I don't even know what that fucking word means. Diamonds penetrating Adobe with Adobe when iron shot does not. Please. Okay, whoever wrote this fucking book has got, you know, clearly, I don't know. Normally I can't understand these, you know, the people who buy these books because they can't spell. This guy's actually too intelligent. The story descends into incoherence from there. A string of faux Larry Corrier violence scenes thrown together helter-skelter with the thin gruel of some sort of paranormal phenomena presented as glue might work for a grade B horror movie intended for pre-teens, but that's the best I can say for it. Man, this is the most well, you know, worded, shade I've read in a long time. The blurb suggests that it's aimed at seniors. I don't think it's aimed at seniors, it's just the cunt who wrote it is very old. Arc buses. Yes, shut up, Liam. I could fucking, if I was sat there on my arse, I could Google that too, so I could sit here and look smart. If this is aimed at seniors, it must be for seniors in the early stages of senile dementia. Right, so those are, you know. Okay, just to give you some, you know, just to give you some more pictures, I just noticed on the on one of the websites he promotes on the side, Drudge too liberal, and it Drudge, the Drudge Report. This guy thinks the Drudge Report is too liberal, and he's promoting a website called What Finger News, which is probably a bit like What Culture, I imagine. You learned it from Age of the Empire Street. Yeah, whatever. The Drudge Report. The internet's conservative homepage. Yeah, this is called whatfinger.com. God, why am I clicking on this? Oh my God, I can't even fucking, what? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a bit better, but. The relentless pursuit of creating the greatest aggregate links news site on earth. Right, not that this guy's setting himself up with any delusions of grandeur. I want to read that again. What Finger News? The relentless pursuit of creating the greatest aggregate link news site on earth. The greatest aggregate link news site on earth. I'll fucking, yeah, I'll bookmark that. Anyway, actually, this is much better. This is, you know, this isn't as poorly. This is much better designed than Drudge. It's actually not that terrible, really. In reality, imagine believing this is true, right? Like, imagine this for a second. Try and imagine there are people who believe that that is true. Surfing and exploring what... I need to do a parody of this called Pull My Finger News. Yeah, I know who they are. I'm asking you guys to imagine being one of those people. This site does not serve ads or make money from clickbait, not for the want of trying. Look, what is that? What is this? What is this bit? What the fuck is? What is that? It's just randomly there between his book link and. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's like some code that's fucking accidentally spilled out into the fucking text. Well, no, I wouldn't mind. This is just a word. This is actually just a WordPress account, so I'm not expecting too much. But the thing is, you would notice that. I'm not busting on him for that happening, but you'd notice it and you'd take it down. And it's ironic that that fucking bit there, Area 52 AI. I mean, unless this means something in coded language that I don't understand. There's only one way to find out. Hold on. Just Google it. No, nothing. It's quite worrying. It takes the first two websites it takes you to are the Daily Express. If I was the Daily Express, I would be fucking like. I mean, not that there aren't. There's a million and one reasons for the Daily Express to be ashamed of itself, but this is just another one on top of it. Then it takes you to a Joe Rogan Experience video. Conservative detective. Right. Let's just marvel at that for a second. Right. That is the fucking title. He's calling him conservative detective. Jeffrey A. Friedberg, all in capitals, no insecurity there, is a former state-licensed private detective. Right. Okay, yes, but I mean, being a private detective does not mean. I mean, how do you have to qualify to get a state license to be a private detective? What do you actually have to do? Isn't private detective something that's effectively anyone could technically do, and it says former, so he can't call himself. He can't still call himself. He's the right-wing version of Ace Ventura. It's. And I'm not suggesting this guy is trying to pad out his CV, but this is it. He's an author, writer, blogger, and columnist. Now, aren't those literally pretty much the same thing? Isn't that the same thing 4 times? And SEO guru. Now, I cannot recall. I'm trying to remember what SEO stood for. I can't remember. I did. Yeah, but he's not just author. He's author and writer and blogger and columnist. Search engine optimization. Right, this guy. This guy wants to fucking, that's it, search engine. This guy who gets one comment a year on his fucking blogs claims to be a guru of search engine optimization. I mean, How shit does your website have to be? Let's see how fucking. Let's see how he's. I'm just gonna Google his name, and let's see if this. Jeffrey A. Friedberg. Okay, there's his Amazon, Twitter. See, it's there again. Area 52 AI experiment. So maybe that wasn't, you know. Amazon, Goodreads, Smashwords. See, I've Googled his name and his website is not even in the top 10 thrift books. It's not even on the first page of Google. Some results have been removed under the data protection law. I think they should be removed under the, please, God, for God's sake, don't read this fucking bollocks law. You know, we have removed this fucking for your own good. American thinker, many books, there it is. So three places, you know, 3 spots down on the second page. Again, Amazon, Booktopia. Now, I'm sorry, but if you Google your own, you know, if this is your website, and you want to be a guru, you know. I mean, if he puts search engine optimization, you know, noob, that would be okay. He is old enough, again, writing in the third person, as if this isn't him. Right? He is old enough to remember America's lost golden age, 1939 to 1963. That's the golden. He thinks the golden age of America started in 1939. World War II, the space age, and after, that's ENIAC, that's something to do with computers, isn't it? The dawn of the computer age. The computer age, which apparently was 1950 to 1990. That was the computer age, apparently. Yeah, 1990 was when the computer age ended. When he was 8 years old, he touched the actual Liberty Bell. This cunt is so old that when he was at school, they didn't teach history. At the time, the Liberty Bell stood like an iron beacon of Philadelphia freedom in the ancient foyer of Independence Hall, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pepe Sylvia, the cradle of American liberty. This was before the bell apparently became an alleged symbol of international evil, repression and slavery. I have literally never heard anyone describe the Liberty Bell as that. Now it is housed remotely. Well, what do you want it to have some company? Locked up and out of touch. It's a fucking bell, mate. Behind riot steel and bulletproof glass, a racist icon. The conservative detective is an ex-private eye, ex-street detective, ex-undercover agent. Again, these are all literally the same thing. And trained propaganda analyst. This was back before America was fundamentally transformed into a politically correct, media-ruled, socialist lockstep brothel of liars, deceivers, and phony bastard celebrities. He spelt bastard wrong. Now, again, this guy thinks, imagine that. Imagine living in America right now and believing that at any point it was a politically correct, media-ruled socialist brothel of lie. I wouldn't have minded now. This was back when he was told, if you don't want somebody in your precinct, you take a shot at him. Or you break his fingers on the steps of the wagon. The fucking wagon. And then you don't see him around anymore. The conservative detective is an America-loving Jew. A red, white and blue America firster. And a religion last. Yeah, right. See, he's one of these fucking fundamentalist religious nutters who claims he's not religious. You millennials, Democrats, socialists, social warriors, communists and other progressives, how many Democrat lies will it take? 800 million. And 12. There you go. That's... He's still quoting Obama from 2009. How many lies will it take? Okay, he's got 2. I don't even know if they're lies. In these times of the liberal assassin, we need truth, not polite chit-chat. Polite chronicling of the news in a civil manner is long gone, with the election of Bill Clinton in 1993. They cursed first, and they do it all the time, like their high priest Bill Maher. Bill Maher. Sarah Palin is a dumb twat. Yeah. Called Palin a cunt during a stand-up show. Okay. And... I'm sorry, you can't... weren't you complaining about the fucking, you know, the politically correct, you know, the political correctness earlier? Now you're complaining that Bill Maher called a woman a cunt and a twat. Remember Sarah Palin? God, don't we all? Tell me, just what did she do wrong? Literally everything. Why is she bad? For every reason... You know, just, I mean, why is she bad? Like, in quote, Orange man bad, Democrat good. That is literally, you know, the only, you know, that sums up every criticism of Donald Trump I've ever heard. Orange man bad. Headlines sometimes are lies. Yes. Or as we call it these days, clickbait, or showbiz type magical distractions to lead your brain away from the actual truth. To lead your brain. Who talks like this? When watching, no, he's talking, when he says orange man bad, he's talking about Trump, you Wally. Not, that's Trump he's talking, he's satirising what the left wings, you know, good criticisms of Trump, they just boil down to, doesn't doing this mess with your head? Not as much as you do. Dude, this is literally what I've done for 20 odd years now. I just want to get to the point, it's like, you know, headlines are magical distractions to lead your brain away from the actual truth. You know, when watching a liberal, watch both hands. I beg your pardon. Some of us, you know, just because some of us have to use both hands, buddy. Please, in America we trust. Apparently not, you know. Pass on, reblog, post, reference, give a URL. Please comment, do something. For any herein articles or news that you may want to. Reblog me, please. Disclosure. The owner/editor of this website is not a financial, legal or medical professional. All information, opinion, analysis, tips and advice presented are meant as food for thought and a starting point for your further investigation. It is the reader's responsibility to verify everything presented and to carefully consider its suitability for your life and particular circumstances. Be the first to like this. Does this site get sued? Have a day off, PCMO. It barely gets fucking read. Yeah. I'm probably the only cunt on fucking planet Earth who's actually bookmarked this website. Yeah. Okay, let's look at your article submissions. Does it fucking get? Is it updated daily? Yes. That's the thing. It's like he posts about 3 things a day. Okay. These are the submit. Now, let's just prepare ourselves, because if this is, you've seen what this guy, the guy in charge of this website does, right? Can you imagine what people who want to contribute to this website are going to write? Yeah? Your right-wing common sense cannot be legislated by Congress. Okay, I guarantee you he probably didn't say that. No. Want to be a writer? There's fuck all here. No one has contributed anything. Oh my God, wait, you would think not one person, not one person. This is like 10 years this website's been going, not one person has thought, yeah, let's look at the rules. Okay, hold on. Want to express your right-wing conservative principles here? It's not 0 likes, it's no articles, dude. No articles. Nobody. You know? I mean, even Roosh and Aurini have got people who write guest blogs occasionally. Rules of the road. Your article has to be conservative right-wing in nature. It can make some point other articles out there are not making quite as well. It can be the same topics being covered out there at your time of writing. Oh, thank you. So I can write about things that are relevant. Your article has to be a Word or text document. Yes, no hieroglyphs or just, drawing pictures in your own shit and sending them via mail order. Make sure your article is professional, not a rant, interesting, different from the rest of the pack out there, even though he literally said it can be the same as everything else. Contains no swear or death threat words. Death threat words like liberals do. Make sure your article is spell checked. Dude, you've misspelled cannabis in the fucking, in one of the subsections of your website, You've literally got a spelling mistake in one of your fucking main pages. Make sure your article is spell checked and formatted flush left using 12-point NYT font, like this font I'm using. He doesn't have much faith in his fucking audience. Make a single space between lines, like this article, and paragraphs 2 spaces apart. Make it look like the articles you see published here. This is how you would describe, to a, severely, mentally handicapped child. Doesn't, yeah, but you wouldn't write this on WordPress. It's a Word document. He wants you to write a document and send it to him. Include a short 2 or 3 line author credit giving us your name, background and website if you have one. Email it all to us with the word submission. This is not a religion statement. Yes, just in case you thought that, you know, this was some trick to get you to join Islam. But PCMO, shut up about Brett Keane. I don't want to talk about Brett Keane. Stop talking about Brett fucking Keane. Stop giving that man attention, for fuck's sake. We do not pay you anything, no money. Emoji of money bag. We may edit you and publish without showing it to you. Oh God, oh, yeah. I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head now, but it is tempting. These rules are new. What, like Bill Maher new rules? No, send him something good. No, don't send him something good. Send him something shit. Send him something epically shit. These rules are new and may have changed in the near future. Jesus Christ, how many qualifiers does this guy literally have to put in? This is like... We may edit your work and not be able to show it to you first before publishing. Why? What, you literally can't, you can't reply to an email? What would be, for what reason would it be impossible for you to edit something and then... But we might make changes later if you want. Contact. Don't know what that is. a1.detective a1.detective @gmail.com. He hasn't even done... Why has Gmail got 2 fucking cap... He literally can't... I bet this guy folds paper wrong. Oh God, look, he's got all these other fucking blogs listed. Knifebloggers.com. Firearms. Watcher of Weasels. Red State. Life Z. Breitbart. Geller Report and Jihad Watch, of course. I thought that said Stutter Media then. He's even, I love the fact, blogs I follow, and he's linked his own blog. Oh no, sorry, this has got to be the best one. Intellectual Conservative. Right, and there's literally, this is not something to brag about, you know. Okay, well, it's, you know, it's a bit more, it's actually, you know, actually no, it's not, it's quite awful. It doesn't even fit the fucking page, for God's sake. It doesn't even go... The kids aren't all right, young people. This is basically oldmanyellsatclouds.com. Youth gun safety. A smart parent's guide to keeping kids safe. Yet don't give them guns. The Bank of Israel. Charles Darwin, the heart of modern progressivism. Charles Darwin, a man who has been dead for 150 fucking years, is the heart of modern progressivism. and a man of the moment named David who doubts. Yes, I can now. To be honest, I can see why this guy doubts evolution. Darwin was, yeah. Video history of 410 bore ammo. Oh, thank God! Finally, someone's. I've been desperate for someone to fucking, you know, make a video about that. A guide to self-sufficient living. Eat yourself from the feet up. Would Megan Rapinoe send her parents to a re-education camp? No, because her parents aren't fucking dickless wonders like you, my friend. What a stupid fucking question. The Christian church needs to judge rightly. Well, yeah, obviously. Why is... I love the fact that... Just bear this in mind. I thought there was going to be something, you know... Like, he's using Tupac. Like, he's trying to sort of, you know, reappropriate Tupac. Since political debate is now name-calling, let's call them by their name. Cunt scratchings. The right to bear arms. Bear arms. Bear arms. He never said anything about Tupac being white. Okay. To be fair, there's nothing. There hasn't actually been anything overtly racist yet. I mean, it's in the post. It's inevitable. You say that, you don't know. You haven't seen. Have you seen his skeleton? You do, you know. Anyway, how can his skeleton be white? You know, he's still alive. No. Immigration detention centres of today, nursing homes of tomorrow. The history. Oh, finally, again, history of 28 gauge ammo. It's quite worrying that the only thing this guy has any detailed historical knowledge of is, you know, weaponry. Our daily violence. Nocturnal daylight. Trump backs off red flag gun laws for now. Why public education is a political hotbed and why it matters to the left. Yeah, wanting people to get an education for free. Learning shit, like you have some God-given right to know stuff. Who the hell is John L. Cooper? And the band Skillet. Never heard of them. Is the author? No, I don't think so. Yeah, about us. Well, I mean, I think when it says intellectual conservative, I think it's more referring to the people they want to be reading it. But listen, you know, here you are. Yeah, Rachel Alexander, editor. Andrew Alexander, editor at large. Kevin Patterson, business development manager, contact him about advertising on the website. What on fucking God's earth would make, what product would you have to sell? How badly would you, For a list of all contributors, click on I see contributors. No, 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 use a fucking cunt. No. Advertising. I might contact them saying I'm some sort of, Hello, I represent a company called Arse Ticklers Faggots Fan Club, and yeah. Well, that's useful, isn't it? That's literally all it says. What the fucking hell is what? Again, have they fucked this up? Again, is that meant to be a link to something? One, two, three contact form. The old I796226. Oh, that old fucking chestnut. Bugger all. Oh, Geocities, man! Don't be hating on Geocities. Did you call it Geocities or GeoCities? PCMO, why are you using my, my real name and pointing out that the guy with the similar went to eat? What the fuck is the point in that? See, I prefer Geocities, yeah, because it's annoying. Yeah? See, Intellectual Conservative was started in 2002. This fucking website is 17 fucking bastard, cunting, fucking pissing, shitting, wanking years old. There are probably people, even in this room, younger than this fucking, by a couple of sibling lawyers, in order to promote the politics of William F. Buckley. Well, you've done him proud. Our hero. If the right can bring back a new kind of Reagan coalition... Right, okay, I hate to say it, but Reagan is dead. Yeah. And the one problem is he's got like a submixture, but again, it's just incoherent. It's just all over the fucking gaff. It's impossible to make this shit out. Siblings? No. Who said they're husband and wife? They're not from Mississippi. Don't kink shame. I fucking well will. What if you're into shame? What if that's your thing? What if being kink shamed is your kink? Think about that. You ever considered that? No, you haven't. I will say that this is not by any standard the worst. Oh, they've got a special section on the Vietnam War. Thank God for that. Oh, I see classics. Yeah, but my kink is kink shaming, and the people I'm kink shaming, their kink is being kink shamed. So submissions. All submissions. I hope this is where we convert to Islam. No. Okay. Intellectual Conservative welcomes all topics of articles from writers that are written in an intellectual style. Oh, thank God. I was just going to headbutt the keyboard. and you know, and type something, some insane gibbering crap in Winding's blog, font size 72, bold underlined with, you know, with a slash through it, italics, you know, bright purple coloured font, just, you know. From conservative to libertarian perspectives. From conservative, oh right, great, you know. We welcome topics of, you know, we welcome all topics from conservative to libertarian perspectives, which is like saying, you know, we like all kinds of temperatures from 32 degrees to 32.6. This can mean anything from a writing style similar to William F. Buckley, an article on a philosophical topic. I know how to write shit, you know, or a piece that is well researched or investigated. Really? Okay, you know, this article can be under 750 words. How in the fucking Christ are you going to talk about something that is well researched and been heavily investigated in under 750 fucking words? Please submit your articles to articles-at-intellectualconservative.com. They've got a separate... Oh no, that just takes you to an... Why have they written it like that? It's just a fucking website. You know. In the subject line, put submission, your name, and praise Allah. I mean article/topic. For example, in the subject line, you might put submission, John Smith, affirmative action. They don't, you know. Please attach your article in Word, or if that's not possible, copy and paste it into the body of an email. I'm sorry. This is, you know, this does not sound, you know, what, you don't have Word, you know. Okay, I'll bookmark that one. Wilder, wealthy and wise. Is this some sort of like conservative comedy act? Yeah. Grumpy opinions. Oh, it takes you to Pat Gondell's site. No, it doesn't really. Ah. Hold on, is this? Oh, Grumpy Elder. Grumpy Elder has expired. Hopefully that means he's dead. Health news. This is going to be a great website because it's a .pw, like not .com, not .org, not .net, not .tv, not .org.tv, or .org.com. No, .pw. Why do I have a feeling that Watcher of Weasels is going to be some of the most... This is going to be the new rat-faced Jews. Yeah. Caricature of Bernie Sanders. Picture of Hitler. Don't want to say I told you so. Hitler's deathbed confession. Shocking new details revealed. Okay, I don't, you know, this is a sponsor. I just want to let's just get this one. Sponsor, Hitler deathbed confession. Shocking new details. Right, this might be the most epic piece of clickbait ever. And every part of my common sense is telling me, don't click on this, Richard. Your computer is struggling enough as it is. You know. But fuck it, I'm going to go for it. It doesn't even open a new page. Dr. Richard Gerhauser, MD. What the fuck is this bullshit? This is not Hitler. Right. I don't want to say I'm slightly disappointed. Okay, this is all bollocks, by the way. Do not. You know, that guy got struck off for bumming kids years ago. Okay. We watch weasels, so you don't have to. I just think it'd be funny if it turned out this was actually literally a weasel website, you know. To too many, a Bernie life takeover is a good thing. Oh, this is going to be the 1619 Project, reframing history and redefining racism. No, no. Saturday's philosophical humour. Oh, great. But of course they are, you know. Okay, this is literally, they think that is philosophical humour, right? That is one of the oldest fucking jokes. How does a dragon blow out the candles on a birthday cake? This is philosophical humour. Right, this is shit that the Christmas cracker companies would reject this. If you fail your ethics exam because you resist the urge to cheat, are you entitled to an A? No. Because you still haven't learnt. That's not even remotely fucking difficult, that one. If an atheist buys insurance, it is hypothetical to accept coverage. It is hypocritical to accept coverage for acts of God? No, because they're not the ones who insist on calling it that. Acts of God is just a synonym for various circumstances. They call them acts of God. Yeah. This is really fucking. Whose cruel idea was it for the word lisp to have an S in it? Presumably people with lisps don't have to tell people they have a lisp. Yeah. Because you can tell, you know. Why is dyslexia so hard to spell, you know? Why does monosyllabic have so many syllables? You know, these are jokes I fucking heard when I was like 10. You know, if I go to a bookstore and ask where the self-help section is located, am I defeating the purpose? No. There are people out there who find this funny, right? Think about this. Is there another word for synonym? Yes. You could literally have looked that up. Yeah. If Descartes were ever to respond to in the negative to a question with the words "I think not," would he disappear from existence? No. These are the sort of cunts who still think that, you know, what comes first, the chicken or the egg thing, is still an actual, a philosophical conundrum. When it's, you know, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg, right? The end, you know. What if I never find out who's a good boy? There are many things, mate, you'll never find out, right? Someone wrote this. Are comedians and comedy less funny today than they used to be? I'm clicking on this just so I can bookmark it for later. I don't want to read this now because it will do my fucking head in. By the way, the answer is going to be yes, they are. You know, even though it's a stupid question, because you know, funny is completely subjective. So. Hold on, let me just put my bookmark bar, and so I can keep this near the top. This was written in 2012, by the way, remember this. Is Shakespeare still funny? Well, again, funny is subjective. But Shakespeare wasn't strictly a humorous writer. You know, some of it was. A lot of it, you know, a lot of. I mean, the thing about Shakespeare you've got to understand is, you've got to appreciate is, for when you consider when it was written, it's incredibly fucking controversial. You know. A load of shite to me. How much Shakespeare have you actually read, though, mate? Or are you just? How much of it have you actually made an effort to? Is it a load of shite, or do you just not get it? Are you not interested in theatre, or you know, things of that nature? You know, you've read the complete work. Seriously, Arnold, you have read every single Shakespeare play, have you? From right, just FYI, I actually have read the complete works of Shakespeare. I used to own it in one. Yeah, it was one book. It was about fucking 3 foot thick. Oh, fuck off, Hamlet. That's just because that's the one, like one of 3 plays you know, Ryden. That's like when someone says their favourite piece of classical music is Samuel Barber's Adagio for Strings. It's like, no, it's just the one everyone knows. What's Sonnet 18? You look it up, you cunt. I'm fucking busy. Only Twelfth Night and Romeo and Juliet. So you've read 2. Right. And did you actually read them all the way through, or did you watch them? Read and watched, yeah. Okay, watcher of weasels, knife bloggers. I'm curious about this one. So I'm not actually, you know, I'm trying to think which one is going to be the worst. You know, this is one of the few occasions when actually the Geller report, Pamela Geller and Robert Spencer are not, probably nowhere near the worst fucking, and Breitbart are not, you know, the worst fucking thing I could click on. Right-wing concern. Oh, look. This sad cunt, he likes his own stuff. Look, so even the likes he's getting are his own. Yes, but mate, you got to understand the lingo, what he was doing at the time was incredibly fucking advanced and totally unlike anything anyone else had fucking done before. Like, he butchered the English language, you know, to get, you know, in order to get, you know, the words to fit in iambic pentameter. You know, words like morrow instead of tomorrow, you know, just so he didn't have, so he could drop a syllable, you know. The madness of liberals. Considering that's a libertarian symbol, I don't know why it would matter. See, I don't know about you, I would be more inclined personally not to step on that. I think you I think you're the type of butchering you're, and also, you know, just when you look at the things that he did within the story, you know, which he kind of got away with because they were plays. If they had been, you know, I mean, think of the most sort of shocking and offensive and fucked up film that's been released, like, you know, sort of like your Serbian film Human Centipede stuff, but times that by 10 and imagine it's like it's the fucking 15th century. Godlikeproductions.com. I do like that picture of AOC. Where do they fight? Is there like a website called, you know, Democrats and Liberals pulling funny faces.com? Because they always seem to. The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet of Islam. Yet Barack Obama literally said that. Yeah. Oh, look, Infowars.com. You see, I'm reading that quote, and the fact he's got a picture of Donald Trump in the back, which apparently is a quote from Thomas, and I'm not sure which part of the quote Trump, you know, I know that he thinks that Trump is referring to the second part. But in fact, you know, whereas ironically, the first part is... Oh, look, Sacha Baron Cohen, Jew. Gay Jew. According to the mainstream media, this Putin... I love how he thinks that just meeting Vladimir Putin is the same thing that Trump is doing. Like, those, they're equivocal. They're equivalents, you know. Oh, look at that. You know, not just gays, mixed race gays. Surely if you're gay, it doesn't matter whether you're mixed race or not beyond that. I mean, sure, you know, I mean, they're not going to, what are they going to do, you know? Mad Maxine. That is actually quite funny, that one. Well, no, it's both genocides, isn't it? It's because neither of them, so that cancels it out, you know. I just love the randomness of right-wing memes. Like, they just... What does all this mean? Like, bearing in mind this guy bangs on about how he's Jewish. Like, should we take a shot every time an anti-Semitic picture goes past? George Soros. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg with the full Jew throw and little tiny hat on, you know. This literally makes no sense. These are just random pictures. Silence IQ. They do know that Ahmed the dead terrorist is a puppet, don't they? Okay, that's probably a Photoshop. Do you never get knackered, PC Mo? You're up here and all. How many times have you been to my show, and how many times have they gone on for hours? Right. So why are you asking me? Harvey Weinstein, yeah, just whatever, whoever the fuck that is. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. What the hell is that hole in her tongue? I find it quite disturbing that you've looked that closely into Hillary Clinton's mouth, that you've noticed that, you know. What keeps a man's knees from touching when he sits? Balls. No, actually, it's a massive insecurity in the idea that, you know, if your knees touch, that, you know, you think people will actually accept the idea that your testicles and cock are so huge that you cannot even put your legs together. "125 years ago, you didn't ask permission from the government to collect rainwater, go fishing, own a property, start a business, renovate your home, build a home, use a transportation vehicle." Who uses that term? Get married, hunt, own a weapon. I'm pretty sure most of this is bollocks, by the way. Sell a product, protest, grow food in your property, set up a lemonade stand, sell food. Yeah. It just goes on for fucking ever. Moderate Muslim gubernatorial candidate Abdul El Sayed campaigns with vile anti-Semites. What like you? Fucking Pamela Gillis is saying that, right? It's some Stefan Molyneux crap. I wouldn't say, you know, but he's not really an ANCAP anymore. Right, this is see, he doesn't get the irony here. You know, when the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the losers. Right, Socrates definitely said that. You know, are your flatmates? I don't have flatmates. See, PC Mo, shut the fuck up, would you? Can we, like, you know, stop worrying about whether I'm awake or not, or my roommates? Fucking hell. Am I paying you rent? No, shut up. Just, can you not focus? I'm not making you stay here, Dad. Mark Twain. You spelt steak wrong. Okay, let him in to the restroom with your daughter, or else you're a narrow-minded bigot. Okay, if you're honestly so terrified that, you know, the transgender woman who just went into the ladies' toilet where your daughter is going to rape her, here's a thought: why not go in there with her rather than just let her go in there and fend for herself? I mean, has it never occurred to these people that they don't have to, like... Also, I'm pretty sure, right, even at their, I've never seen, even if they were trolling, I've never seen, you know, No, PC Mo, that's not true. Most quotes attributed. Most quotes you see in memes or posts on the internet, right? That's very different to saying most quotes. There is literally a book. That's a fella on a stage. I don't know what that is. It doesn't matter, you know. I mean, yes, I would agree. If I saw that motherfucker going into any toilet, if I saw that motherfucker leaving his house, I'd probably be like, I'm not going out today. But it's got nothing to do with the gender. It's the fact he looks mental. There is actually a book that is, I can't remember what it's, I think it's called Misquoting Churchill. But it's, you know, if it's not a book, it's a section of a book. But it's literally an entire book about every single quote that's ever been, you know, wrongly attributed to Winston Churchill. Like they managed to fill a fucking virtually a whole book with them. Don't give them. I'm not giving the meme any benefit of the doubt. Could you stop being so melodramatic? I lose. Like, I'm not suggesting it did. I'm suggesting I said that if it did. That's not giving it the benefit of the doubt. That's saying that even if it was true. Actually, I should look at the banned news, considering, oh, we should go on to the. I mean, surely that would be, you know, this is the news that's banned, by the way, right? You know, completely banned. This is why this cunt gets 3 fucking, you know, I've probably spent more time on this fucking website tonight than, like, it's been nearly like 2 hours on it. Like, if you added up every other person who's ever visited this website in the last 10 years, like, it still, like, wouldn't come to this. It's shadow banned, yeah, right. Shadow banned is just a euphemism for, you know, no one reads my shit. Right-wing sayings and news commentary by the Mahaney Group, banned by liberals. Like, he always writes progressives in quotes, but liberals and Democrats. With the Mahaney Group. Wise and pithy commentary. Who the fuck are the Mahaney Group? Is that the Mahaney Group? Or is that just a picture of 6 cunts who, at one of those fucking places where you... What does that mean? This is the first thing they've posted that I actually agree with. Okay, let's Google this. Mahaney Group. Okay. Okay, it doesn't even come up. There's nothing. No. No. First thing that comes up is a 4-star hotel holiday group accommodation in a place called Manhay. Manhay? No? No? Oh, there we go. So even this still takes about 8 fucking hits. Hotels in Manhay. Where the fuck is Manhay? Luxembourg. Okay, one of the websites this place takes you to is you know, worryingly, bigcottages.com. Now, I live on my own. I would still have to look over my shoulder before I clicked on bigcottages.com. Most of these fucking links don't even spell the word Manhay the same. They're even trying to... I bet he spelt it wrong, isn't he? Like, that was kind of my point. You're kind of stepping on the joke, Liam. But yeah, that was... I am a first-time cottager. No. It's a recruitment consultancy. It's some fucking place. Were you born in Fife? Yes, I was literally... I have a personality trait of someone who's... What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know if I've ever made this clear, PCMO, but you talk an incredible amount of bollocks. Do you know that? Luther Manhay. Cop saves child. Why do I have a feeling that this banned news is, you know, it's like stuff that this guy, you know, would have put in his book. This is the stuff, this is like the edits from his, you know, his 8 novels that were described by some people as horribly bad. You know. Cowboys and Indians. Yes, you can. You literally just have. Okay, Senator Dianne Feinstein, yeah, it's not anti-Semitic. It's offensive to indigenous people. Well, then don't fucking say it then, PC Mo. But don't sit here and say you can't say something whilst you're literally saying it in the same sentence. Do you understand what the word context means? Corey the Bookmaker Booker. Now that's actually a good name. That's actually a, you know, I like the fact he's getting Dianne Feinstein's name wrong. It's not anti-Semitic at all. She is a Benedict Arnold, a quisling with a 1930s hairdo. A shit-faced cunt with an Eskimo's face from the 90s. I'm going to throw that in to a video at some point. You are a quisling with a 1930s hairdo. Have they really, PC Mo? Well, bugger me with a fish fork. Thank you for enlightening me. Why are you telling me this? Do you think I don't know? Right, so what the fuck are you talking about? Stop talking. Stop just saying things. Actually think. You know, what am I trying? What is the point of this? The left wants to rename Austin over slavery. Yes, Stone Cold Steve Slavery. Cory Booker is a good guy. Did I say he wasn't? See, the problem with Cory Booker, and the reason he can't be president, is his funny eye. You know, need to get that shit sorted, man. He's got Shawn Michaels' eye. You know. Or HBK syndrome, as it's known. He's way too long. Do you know what I would take lame? I would take lame, boring, dreary, anything. Yeah, but to be fair, Howard Dean was never going to win in the first place. You know, the idea that that was the thing that cost him is bollocks. Jane Bond Socialista. Okay, now that is actually quite... See, now that sounds interesting. An Albert Cauliflower film. I don't know. I suppose it's quite advantageous to have, you know, to have a wonky eye. It means he can look at, you know, the whole semicircle of Congress during the State of the Union, you know. Albert Cauliflower. I quite like it, you know. I quite like that. A disabled, formerly black, currently lesbian, transgender heroine for... do you know what? That literally is going into my looking for section of my online dating page. You know, what do you want? You know, I'm looking for a disabled, formerly black, currently lesbian, transgender heroine, and preferably also a ghost. Do I watch ContraPoints videos? Again, just shut up. What? No, I have no idea who that is. I've never mentioned, not like I've talked about ContraPoints. Again, stop typing shit. Heroin in caps. I like heroin in caps and INE in parentheses. I think that's important. Yeah. Let's Google that. You know, it comes up with a website called the APA. That's the Acolyte Protection Agency.org. History of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. So, yeah. It's trying to correct me as well. It's trying to suggest that, you know. Yeah, it's not here. I'm going to have to, okay, let's just, I don't want to, but I'll, you know. List of LGBT firsts this year. Yeah, I bet first. Now that would be a first. For why does the LGBT get the first and not the? I mean, formerly black is more impressive, isn't it? Than being. Why don't the disabled community? You know, why don't they get the fucking, you know, credit? I think being formerly black is more impressive than being currently lesbian or transgender. You know. Call me old-fashioned, you know. Yeah, this doesn't seem like banned news. This just seems like, I mean, this doesn't even seem like it's trying to be. Rand Paul to ask Trump to revoke security clearance of... what? Yeah, I can see why this was banned, a lot of this. I mean, I don't think that... I don't think news should... Like, I mean, for a start, I think, you know, for, you know, Obambies. Now, is that meant to be Obambis, which doesn't make any sense? Obambies, or is that literally just Obama spelt incorrectly? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think, you know, any news article should be written in all caps and literally have the word in it. And who the hell is Dick Bove? Trump poised to take control of the Fed. You know, it's all of this banned news. All of this banned news has a link, literally, to a mainstream news website, like CNBC or Politico, or, you know, what's this one? Yeah. No, that's not even a link to anything. Or MSNBC, you know. it's kind of weird, isn't it? You know, Ludwig, beautiful British name. Yeah, I also don't think any news or any, you know, serious news article should end with that, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, with 37 ellipses. And then WTF. Obama's brown shirt, 1,000 strong army. 100,000. I must have missed that. Does anyone, can someone remind me when Obama set up his 100,000 strong brown shirt army? Yeah. Yeah, but the new Black Panther Party never had 12. Their membership never went double figures. The Orwellian Chronicle. And of course, like every other right winger, they haven't got a fucking clue who George Orwell was. The Orwellian Chronicle, breaking down the headlines. Okay, that's literally what, and that's what everyone does. That's not, you're not meant to break down the headlines. You know? Oh my God, they've got a YouTube channel. Excellent, let's check this out. Are there really, Rhett? There are nutters on YouTube? Well, you could have fooled me. Okay, so let's fucking fuck off. Well, yes, I've got it. Okay. Okay, this guy's got 6,790 subscribers. That pisses me off already. Yeah, I'm not jealous at all. Ramses Reyes. Reyes. I don't want a big one. I want to find someone who's smaller than me and victimise them, and bully them, abuse them, give them unrelieved, unremitting hell. To be fair, I get about 4 times as many views as this cunt seems to get. You know. Let's look at his most popular. Fucking cut to the chase. Gohmert. Oh my God! Now, when you are when you're on the same side as Louis Gohmert, I mean, literally, I mean, you could. You pour boiling water on that cunt, you got a new flavour for pot noodle, right? The Chinese threat is real, really. That's 2 years ago. NSA spying on Trump, family and associates. Right, and they're so good at their spying that this cunt found out. Right. WikiLeaks, yeah. Twitter won't censor kill Trump. Well, why should they? That's don't you believe in freedom of speech, my friend? Yeah, this guy is a QAnon. This guy seems to be a QAnon geezer, which is great. The great thing about QAnon is you don't even have to like research anything to refute it. It's that bonkers. I'm not going to look at him now, dude. I'm fucking. Trust me, I've got plenty. Have you not been paying attention, dude? I've got See all these fucking. Do you know what? I went through all. I did a rough estimate of all of the bookmarks, all of the bookmarks are on my on this browser, which is the same Google browser I've been using since Google Chrome came out. Right? There's over 13,000 bookmarks. 13,000. Right. Now, to be fair, there is a lot of duplication there because I've done that thing where you accidentally stuff too many, you put one folder in inside itself and end up reproducing the same one. But still, that aside, and a lot of the websites don't exist anymore. But let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein's arrest. Nah. Tags, alternative media. Yeah, and what is the alternative to media? QAnon PDF. Man, I would not download a fucking QAnon PDF in a fucking. See, look at this. This is, again, they always put everything on the same page. This is. Look. I'm going to be here I'm going to be here for a fortnight, fucking. Right, let's go back to conservative right-wing news. I'm curious to know about cannabis for conservatives. This is the cunt who insists that you spell check any article submissions. Mother Earth. No, that's not Mother Earth, mate. Those are literally paintings of people. Click on the photo to enlarge. Yeah, do you want to jack off, you know, even clearer in HD? This guy's so old. This is what pornography was back then. Rubens, yeah. Everything you need to know about everything you need to know about marijuana. Globally, marijuana is the most commonly used illicit drug. Classified as a Schedule 1 controlled substance. Well, yeah, that's dependent on which country you're in. Marijuana is a mood-altering drug that affects almost every organ in the body. Does it? Does it affect every organ in the body? Right. So if, you know, every organ. I mean, by that logic, what you know, doesn't everything affect every? And why is that a bad? Why is that important? Well, I only want to take drugs. Yeah, your bladder, your spleen, even your appendix, right? Even the vestigial organs, your tailbone, your eyeballs. In 2017, 6%, or about 1 in 16 high school seniors, which is it, in the United States reported using marijuana. Just 1 in 16. I think it should be 1 in 16 high school seniors admitted when asked. About another 13 of the bastards lied. Using marijuana, brackets, cannabis, just in case you're not sure. At least he spelt it right there. The number of 12th graders who think marijuana use is risky has halved in the last 20 years. Yeah, I wonder why. ... He can't even get... Look, he does 4. You know, an ellipses is 3. He puts 4. He can't do anything. Literally everything this cunt does is wrong. Poisonings from kratom sold as an herbal. Again, this is the cunt who insists you spell check any article submissions. Herbal. Dog on an skateboard. Dog on an skateboard that accidentally hangs itself and catches fire. Okay. Poisonings from kratom are, an herbal supplement are rising, but no one knows how much. Well, then how do they know? And what's that got to do with marijuana? That's not marijuana. An unregulated herbal product that advocates say can relieve pain and help with opioid withdrawal has been linked to at least 4 deaths. Wow. 4 deaths. How many deaths would there have been if they weren't smoking this? Again, why is... And also unregulated. So you want regulation? That's what you said. I thought you were all about unregulated. Kratom, which sounds like some sort of, mythological god, derived from the leaves of a Southeast Asian tree that is part of the coffee family, has gained popularity in recent years. It is sold online, in gas stations, and in smoke shops, and is typically brewed as tea, chewed, smoked, or ingested in capsules. This is fascinating stuff. How risky is horse riding? What the fuck has this got to do with weed? Okay, this is the 3rd article down. This is meant to be about marijuana. How risky is horse riding? Well, if you're stoned, probably quite dangerous, I imagine. It depends. Is the horse stoned? How risky is horse riding to older women? Well, if she's an older woman who knows how to ride a horse, not very. If she's 12 and blind, you know, I imagine it's fucking terrifying. The death of a 17-year-old horse rider in March this year rocked the global equestrian world. Did it really? Not 2 months later, 19-year-old Caitlin Fisher died in a similar event. Wow. Both girls were experienced riders. They were 17 and 19. How experienced could they really have been? Both girls died on a cross-country course from rotational falls, so they fell off. Right, that's not a horse problem. That's a landing, that's a falling over and landing badly problem. What do you want us to do? Ban horses? Why would a horse need to roll a joint? No. Stiffly backward ears, orbital tightening. So this is now anti-Semitic fucking horse propaganda. Yeah. See, this is the future this is where gay marriage leads. Right here, that photo. A very little pony. Can your dog pick up your pony and run? I don't even know what to make. I'm going to fucking respond to that. I'm just going to leave that out there. I mean, a very little pony. The Daily Mail. The world's smallest horse. They are fucking cute though, those tiny little horses. I've seen, you know. E-cigarettes are more dangerous than experts first feared. Are they more dangerous than literally smoking? Right, well shut the fuck up then. 10 surprising dangers of vitamins. Supplements are not risk-free. Brain force. I love that they're actually putting fucking links to the FDA and they've... What? Weren't they just banging on it? Weren't they banging on over here a bit ago about how you have to ask the government for everything nowadays? This entire section is about the government regulating literally everything. Okay, that doesn't even make sense as a question. Well, when was the last time someone OD'd on fucking, you know, on vitamins? Someone found on the floor of their hotel room, surrounded by prostitutes, just vitamins all over the place. Rare. Well, no, not rare. Just probably like almost, like never, you know. Oh, that's a lovely fucking image, that, isn't it? That's not exploitative at all. And that's under the fucking, you know, apple pie, gluten-free apple pie recipe. That's attractive, isn't it? Is marijuana harmful to liberals? I'd have thought, you know, Is it harmful to liberals? What, you know, marijuana is, you know, the effects are subjective based on your political beliefs. Of course, the article they're linking to is literally just called "Is Marijuana Harmful?" But they've added to liberals. Most think cannabis has health benefits, despite lack of data. I like the fact they've done a study into the lack of data on something, rather than actually doing a study into the thing that the people seem to believe is true. What to do if your daughter is a millionaire? Yeah. Soundproof your basement and get a shovel. I mean, leg exercises for senior conservatives and the elderly right. Okay, what's the difference between those two? Do's and don'ts of essential oils for conservatives. Right, did you hear that? This is just for conservatives. Right. Apparently this happened. Apparently essential oils can do that. I have literally never heard of essential oils melting someone's skin off or burning them. I don't know about you guys, I'm starting to get to the impression that this website is fucking bollocks, isn't it? Like, it's literally talking shite. Leg exercises and lower back pain stretches for right-wing seniors. Do not tell liberals or progressives. Yes, because we can't read this, can we? That tiger balm can burn you. Yes, can it burn you? Can it literally melt your fucking face off? That's not burning, okay? That's like that geezer from RoboCop who crashes into the fucking toxic waste, you know. And he's more going, you know, that geezer. Yeah. The older the better. Elderly people are more successful at warding off unhappiness. That's because they know they're going to be dead soon. Do wolf dogs? Wolf dogs. Apparently having wolf dogs, which I didn't even know existed, as pets is not simple. Grilled mushrooms with fresh herbs. Right, if you need an online recipe to know how to make fucking grilled mushrooms, have you got mushrooms? Yes. Have you got a grill? Right, turn the grill on. Right, stick the mushrooms under it. Right, wait. Stop it before they turn into anthracite. The end. My God, they're actually acknowledging the existence of mental illness. That's got to be a mistake. You're saying that the warning signs are probably things like, do they believe in socialism? Do they support gay marriage? Has your son started wearing lipstick? One blogger liked this. Who was this cunt? Oh look, the one person who liked this. Look who it was. One. I don't know if I can take much more of this. God, we're only down to 7 people now. Right. That's good. Can we get down to 0? You're not left, you just hate the right. Well, you must be towards the left then. I mean, you can't define yourself by who you hate, my friend. That's not healthy. You don't have to be left either. You can just be like, you know, take it as it comes, you know. You don't have to box yourself in, but when you constantly define yourself by what you hate, you need to believe in something. Right. Okay. You don't have. That's got nothing to. Just because you haven't voted, mate. That's got nothing to do with. Okay. You must have positions on. You must have. There must be issues at which you have positions on, like say abortion. Let's say, on gay. On gay rights. Let's say on, stuff like that. Simple, easy stuff. Watcher of Weasels is your. Yeah, it is quite. I'm gonna. It is a good one. Have you ever heard of Henry Makow? Right, this guy. Yeah. Right. Now, this guy, proper fucking mental. Right? But somehow taken, this guy's taken slightly more seriously. He's actually got credentials. He speaks in sentences. Adolf Hitler, Man of the Year. Well, I love how right-wingers love pointing that out, like it means literally anything. And also, what year was he Man of the Year? Oh yeah, 1938. Do you think maybe, do you think maybe something happened shortly after that year that could possibly, That's like saying, the World Trade Centers were the greatest skyscrapers in the world on September the 10th, 2001. Also, I love how this sort of thing about Hitler. Look at what year it goes from and up to. 1919. What ended in 1919? And what started in 1939? Well, it's Trump-like. It's not Trump-like. People, I'm getting sick. Trump is becoming the new Godwin's law, right? Like, it's just. I miss the good old days when everyone just used to compare people to Hitler. Okay, most recent. Okay, humanity is satanically possessed. Okay, does that not include this guy? Surely that includes. I'd have thought humanity as an umbrella term would include this guy. As Listen, Judas was just a sellout. That's all. It wasn't, you can't compare Judas to Trump. He just, he took the money. You know. The Jewish conspiracy is British imperialism. Okay. Is the New World Order Jewish? By the way, Henry Makow is Jewish. Right? And if there is nobody who, he might even have like the Guinness World Record, record for the world's most self-hating Jew. Politically incorrect advice for young men. Okay, that sounds like fun. This article, right? What I wish I knew when I was 21. I don't know. Avoid women who exhibit any of the 4 C's. Listen, I'm not going to stop a woman exhibiting any of her C's. Women who compete, control, criticise or complain. Basically, women who speak. Women who have opinions and say them out loud. Avoid women who are overachievers or neurotic. Yes, success and attention to attention to detail. Don't get hung up on unavailable women. Yes, focus on women who are already going out with someone. Infidelity, that's always the way. They're not as special as you think. Yeah, look in the mirror, Sunbeam. Choose a wife who compliments you and is a good companion. Oh, fucking no. That's not advice, that's like standard. Right? Choose one who will be a good mother. Freudian. That's it. Okay. Oh no, here it is. Right. That's just the start. Apparently that was. I don't know who said that. There's just a random picture of the. I don't know who these cunts are. It's just. Literally, it's Ade Edmondson and, Rowan Atkinson there. I don't know who they're meant to be. By Henry Makow, and just so you know, that PhD is real. Right. Revised from November 2004. Okay, so apparently there needs to be some updating. Yeah. My life was dysfunctional until the age of 50. Partly because I accepted feminist assumptions per se. No, you didn't, you lying prick. Let's play a game. Henry Makow or Sargon of Akkad. Can you tell the difference? Henry Makow or Elliot Rodgers? What follows is an antidote to elite feminist propaganda. Elite feminist propaganda. None of your, amateur feminist propaganda. I don't want young men to make the same mistakes I did. Oh, don't worry, Henry, I think they're well ahead of you at this. The creation of a strong and loving family is perhaps the highest goal to which a man can aspire. Really? That's the best man can do, discovery, exploration, pushing the boundaries, going to the moon, climbing a mountain, curing a disease. No, none of these things. Stop listening to the media, your friends and parents. Trust thyself. Yeah, but you have to know stuff. You can't just tell yourself. Oh, Emerson says in Self-Reliance, 1841. Right? Stop and think for a second. This cunt is 1841. No, he's not saying defoo. I mean, he's just saying stop listening to them. But how bad is it? How retarded do your sexual politics have to have got? And by that I mean backwards and slowed down. When 1841 is the book you're referencing. is the year the book you're referencing in. How many diseases still existed in 1841? You know, I mean, the first word, whoso, you know, that's not even a fucking word anymore. Whoso would be a man must be a nonconformist. Yes, but if we're all nonconformist, you fucking idiot, then it doesn't matter, does it? You know. What are your instincts telling you? Yes, live on instinct, knee-jerk reactions, and blind prejudice. Now just imagine reading that, and let's say, hypothetically, you're a rapist. Read into that what you will. Make work, not women, your passion. What if you're in the porn industry? Isn't that kind of that they cross over? There's got to be a Venn diagram. Work is the backbone of a man. No, a backbone is the backbone of a man. Don't mistake sexual attraction for love. Okay, that's quite good advice. Yeah. Do not put beautiful women on a pedestal. Never show weakness. Yes, never. Don't be human. The best way to fight sex addiction is to get married. It's literally not, mate. Yes, and the best way to fight alcoholism is to own a bar. Do not marry a woman who doesn't make you and her family her first priority. Well, why wouldn't she? Real women are self-effacing. Are they really? Real women, yeah. They put their children and their husbands first. That's literally that's number 9. That's number 8. Being possessive is natural. No, yeah, but that's lots of things are natural, aren't they? You know. Your seed, you know, parentheses, semen, in case you weren't sure what he meant by seed, you know. In case you meant you thought, you know, he literally meant like seeds, as in plants and, you know, and flowers and shit, is your unique spirit and essence. It literally is not, mate. You know. Children represent your organic growth. No, children represent their own. They don't represent anything about you. If you live vicariously through your children, then basically you're admitting you're a failure. You are not the voice in your head. That's literally what you just said we were. You said go with your instincts. You are not the voice in your head. See also, managing the male sex drive. I would rather masturbate myself to death like a violent fucking, you know, whirlwind of, you know, just of safari park chimps than read this article without any sense of irony. Fuck it, why not? Nature does not leave human reproduction to chance. Well, obviously. Men have been cursed with a relentless instinct to fornicate. Or, put more delicately, wax that ass like total fucking G's. Spread the seed. Fucking virgin. Right, men need to overcome this spell. It emasculates them. Apparently, wanting to shag things emasculates men. Did you know that? Having an erection and wanting to put it inside a lady is an emasculating... Well, he's not meant to sound like a top shagger, that's the point. This is not about, that's not what this article's about. I just find it funny that he finds the idea of having of being sexually aroused by women is emasculating. You know, real men, you know, they get sexually aroused by other men. That's manly. There's nothing more manly than getting a hard-on at the thought of shagging other men. This article explores the ways single males can control this powerful instinct. Yeah, if you're not single, fuck it. Used by the Illuminati to destabilize you. Pornography. Yes, pornography is a conspiracy. That is amazing, isn't it? Like, he thinks that if there wasn't like a New World Order or Illuminati, like, pornography wouldn't, like, humans left to their own devices would not invent pornography. Okay, first of all, he describes sex addiction as a form of occult possession. No, he's not sounding gay at all. He's not sounding anything. He sounds like a fucking nutter. There's nothing wrong with sounding gay. That's fine. Kabbalist Jews are hooked on sex. Again, Henry Makow is Jewish. That is an article. Satanists believe sex is the highest experience life has to offer. I don't know. Now society believes it too. Right. This guy hasn't jacked it since the fucking, since the Carter administration, you know it. At the age of 12, I saw the movie Spartacus, directed by Stanley Kubrick. Fucking hell. He's about to tell us about his first erection watching Kirk Douglas. When I was a young boy, I saw the movie Midget Bukkake 57, Nuns Up the Bum, right? And directed by Bendover, and I didn't leave the house for 3 months during the summer. You see how difficult this is to make fucking videos about these things? There's just so much. This guy's been going for fucking ever. He's got books on the fucking... Listen to it, look. Why all porn is gay. Now heterosexuals are in the closet. No, they are not. The Rockefellers re-engineered women. The Rothschilds conducts Red Symphony. Feminism and the elite depopulation agenda. Banking cartel. I wonder what he means by that. Illuminati defector details pervasive conspiracy. Does a satanic cult rule the world? Probably yes. Illuminati sex slaves paint a horrifying picture with their jizz. Zionism, a conspiracy against Jews. This is his Twitter feed over here. Absolute bonkers mental horseshit. Right. Well done. Let's see if you just, we just like, you know, background on Henry Maycow. Okay, that's his website, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's Amazon. Let's see, let's check out his books. Right, come on. Fucking hell. Come on, you piece of shit. You've behaved yourself. There you go, good boy. Now. Oh, Christ, he has actually... See, look, he's got loads of fucking ratings here. Yeah, but this is the thing, this is the worrying thing. I mean, like, compared to the other guy, this is actually... You know, he's actually got some, you know, vague crit. I mean, you know, like I said, this ain't like a fake PhD. He's like, you know... What's the most biased fucking source I can find? Ah, Rational Wiki. Fuck it. Henry Maycow is what you get when you cross a men's rights activist with a paranoid conspiracy theorist and an anti-Semite. Maycow believes the world is controlled by nefarious Judeo-Masonic satanic communist forces, spearheaded by the Rockefeller Foundation. He also believes that the aforementioned concocted feminism, so that women wouldn't have children, as part of depopulation efforts. His writings can be found on notorious websites Whale 2, which I've actually already got bookmarked up there, JesusIsSaviour.com, and Alex Jones's Prison Planet. He also designs board games. Now that is fucking amazing. What board games has he designed? I want to play... Henry Maycow was born in 1949 in Canada to Polish-Jewish parents who, quote, survived the Second World War by passing as Catholics, traitors. His parents could be categorized as self-hating Jews, as they wanted nothing to do with the identity that resulted in their parents' death. I think you can't really... So, let me get straight. His parents blamed Judaism for the Nazis killing them. Like, it was Judaism's fault that the Nazis killed. Yeah. That's one interesting take on it, you know. Until the age of 50, I was a typical brainwashed, dysfunctional, liberal, socialist, Zionist, feminist Jew. Okay, there's some crossover problems there, but you know, I can't say I've met too many Zionist socialists in my time. Of course, it depends on your definition, but my return to health began when I started to question these memes and obey my own instincts. I discovered, by God, what? So up until 50, he was basically, you know. So we basically realised there was no money in, you know. Yes, but like I said, yeah, I understand that, Rhett. But you know, this is, I'm saying now, how many socialists do you meet? How much crossover is there with No, he's 50, you know, when he's talking about memes there, you know. He's talking about when he was 50, you know. But yeah, he's 70 now. But he's not much older. He's not much older than Pat Condell, and you know, he gets fucking, you know. In fact, Dawkins, you know, who invented it? Didn't Dawkins invent the word meme? How old's he? He's in his 70s, isn't he? Don't be so bloody ageist. Oh my God, he invented the game Scruples. I remember playing that. You hate the word meme. I don't care, right? Okay? It's really irrelevant, mate. It's the word there is. It's the word I'm gonna use. You're gonna have to somehow cope, yeah. I remember playing Scruples when I was a kid. I know you don't care that I don't care, mate, but you know, you know, you can't just say I hate that word, because it's kind of like, well, give me another word then, you know. Give me a synonym that you can, you know, that you can deal with, you know. Macau links everything back to some world-controlling organisation, so he's standard conspiracy theorist, yeah. Like a caption. A meme is not a caption. Meme does not mean a caption, mate. That's not what the word meme actually, you know, refers to. Right, you don't know what it is, but you want me to stop using it. Right? Okay. Well, you know, I'm sure you don't need me to point out, Arnold, where the obstacle lies in this conversation. You know, shall we just forget it and move on? Right. Macau believes that the world is controlled by the Satanic Skull and Bones Society. Oh, he's a Skull and Boneser, which is apparently an Illuminati front. Why would the Illuminati, which is a secret... No, he didn't pronounce it Mimi, he pronounced it meme, and his name was Dawkins, not Darkins. I've seen the fucking videos of him talking about it, mate. It's... Why would the Illuminati, which is a secret organisation, need another secret, you know, need to have a sort of front, another secret organisation as a front? I'm half asleep. That's not an excuse for making up shit, my friend. Yeah. He knows this because George W. Bush once made the satanic horn sign. The following is a side-by-side examination. So this guy quote mines George W. Bush to try and make him look bad. Just think about that for a second. The Illuminati invented feminism to encourage women to hate men. Yes, because men have done nothing, have they? Yeah. Men have done nothing to warrant that. Macau is also a 9/11 truther. Well, fuck my ass with a fucking prize-winning leak. That's a fucking hell of a turnover, isn't it? Cold War, Illuminati. Dead presidents, Illuminati. The Fed, Illuminati. The Beatles, Illuminati. So what's I mean? Arnold, can you not look up stuff on your own? Do I have to fucking, you're literally sat at the internet. You just need to type the words meme definition into fucking Google. Or into the search bar, but you don't even need to go on a Google. You just need to go onto the just highlight the word meme in the chat, right click on it and put search, and it will come up with the A440, or the road. Yes, the M25 is marijuana legalization is part of the Illuminati agenda. Right. His books are Ask Henry, A Long Way to Go for a Date, Cruel Hoax, and three-part Illuminati. David Icke. Oh, Smoloco News. I've been on that. It doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. But that was, they had some of the most insane fucking meme pictures ever. Like to the point it was almost like, if I was tempted just to fucking pretend I'd done them as a joke, and I honestly, I guarantee no one would have fucking, no one would have noticed. Nixon was framed by the Illuminati. A school asked my child if I molested her. Good. What did she say? Yeah, there you go then. I suppose another word to, you could use is trends. But meme is more specific to, a bit vague in it. Not really, it's quite clear. But it encapsulates a lot of stuff. Well, trends is one way of putting it, but I mean, like I said, meme, refers, is a little bit more. I mean, trends can apply to anything. Like, when they talk about like fashion trends would not be memes. Whereas memes are connected really more to the sort of, the passing on of ideas, or the sort of quick spread of ideas, or the, what is? Well, no, internet twattery, that's just far too, that's even broad, that's even more vague. I mean, that is literally the internet. I mean, I'm trying to think of a sort of an example to fucking. Oh, let me do it. Oh. Okay, see, second definition. An image, video, piece of text, typically humorous in nature, that is copied and spread rapidly by internet users. So that's one. So when you see those, like, you know, but a lot of them are the same jokes over and over again. That's how they would then relate to the first bit. So if we type in, you know, an example, you know, see, these are examples of memes, you know. That's literally, here we go. See how easy it is when you just, like, you know. See that's a meme, because that's something that's been, you know, loads of people have used that image to convey a message. You know, there you go. You know, or certain turns of phrase as well. Yeah, but it's not a caption, because a caption could be, you know, it's specifically referring to, you know, it's not a caption. You know, that's not the, you know, you can put captions anywhere. You know, it's if you said someone's online share, you know, if you refer to it, you know, if you used the word caption instead of meme in a conversation, it wouldn't make any sense. You know, it is when you try and type it right, Anne. Right, I'm going to call it a day, folks. It's 20 to 6 in the morning. I got shit to do. Right. I think you've had your money's worth. And there's only Dan and Arnold left talking anyway. Everyone else has gone to sleep. Good night.